What's up, everybody? We're live. Better late than never. We got UFC Austin tomorrow. We got Dariush versus Arman Tsarukyan. Very good card. One of the best cards of the year. Probably one of the best fight nights they've ever made. I'm very excited. Great card. I have two bets, and one of them I had a parlay, and the Costa Garcia fight. Gus scrapped. It sucks. I was very confident in Costa there, so now my other leg is straight. But we'll talk about that later. Costa was going to absolutely smoke Steve Garcia, guys, but it is what it is. Can't wait to talk about this card. And like I said, two bets. I also have a little fun parlay and track. We'll talk about that later. But can't wait, man. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas's Mecca. We had a great season. And, like I've been saying all season, can't wait to win it. So first fight of the night tomorrow, without further ado. What's up, Dutch? First fight of the night tomorrow, we got Veronica Hardy versus Jamie Lynn Horth. I'm going to pick Jamie Lynn Horth to win the fight. I think it's kind of a low-level fight, but, I mean, she's just so much bigger, man, than Macedo / Hardy. And I know Hardy went out there and, beat Juju last fight, but let's be honest, man. Watching the Ultimate Fighter, I thought Juju had potential, but she's a total fraud. So I think the size of Jamie is going to be too much. I think she has the grappling advantage. I'm not betting this fight, but for a pick, I'll pick Jamie. Not confident. Low-level girl fight. Next fight, speaking of not confident, we got Welton Turman versus Jared Gooden. This is another low-level fight. I think it could be close. I mean, one thing that kind of like is in the back of my mind is Andrew Sanchez smoking Turman on the feet. Gooden can crack, but I don't know, man. Turman has a better grappling for sure, and he looked better at 170 against Randy Brown, even though Brandy still won the fight. Brown's way better than Gooden, though. I don't think Gooden's UFC material, but I mean, I don't really think Turman's like some beast. I think he's at the bottom of the division too. So I'll go with Turman with the dub, but I'm not confident in this at all. Next fight, we got Rodolfo Bellato versus Ihor Potiera. I don't like the line here, but I'm pretty confident in Bellato. I think he's an absolute smoke. Ihor, I think Ihor's bottom of the division, and I think Bellato is actually pretty good, man. Good grappler, good striking. Yeah, he's been knocked out twice, but against the same guy, What's his face? He's good. He's a good prospect. I'm trying to remember his name. He beat Pleasure, man. He just knocked out Bokaskis. Fuck, what's his name? Hold on. Vitor Petrino. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Bellato. Next fight, we got Jakar Klose versus Joe Solecki. This is a good fight. I feel like this fight's going to be pretty split, man, in the Mecca. But, yeah, I'm confident in this pick. I'm not betting it, but I like Klose. I like Klose here. I think that, I think Solecki could get some takedowns, but I think Jakar's get-up game's good, and he's definitely better on the feet, and he has a big cardio advantage here. So I'm going to go with Jakar Klose with the win. Petrino, come on, man. Yeah, man, I forgot. But, yeah, Petrino's a pretty good prospect. I'm pretty I don't even know who Josh Giddey is. I'll look him up later. Next fight, Zachary Reese, Cody Brundage. So that parlay I was talking about, I had Costa and Reese at pretty much pick 'em odds. Now it's just Zachary Reese, 3 units. I bet him at like minus 300, and I think the line's like minus 230 now. So kind of shocked that a lot of people are betting Cody Brundage. And, a lot of people that I've been watching their videos and stuff, they've been saying that they're confident and they're picking Reese, but they're like not like they don't know what to make of him just because like we've seen Reese like smoke everybody. The only time he's ever lost was in amateurs against Kevin Holland and stuff. But I'm very confident in Reese here, man. Cody Brundage is the absolute worst fighter in the division. And I get it. We haven't seen Reese out of the first round. I mean, he's been smoking everyone early, but I think he's really talented. I think he's good everywhere. I think he's just so much bigger than Cody Brundage. And I just think that I just can't see Cody Brundage winning this fight, man. He wanted out last fight. Like I said, he's a total fade. I think Zachary Reese is pretty much better wherever the fight goes. Even Cody gets a takedown. I can see Zach taking it or Zach, submitting him off his back. But I think that Reese is going to pressure him. He's going to land some big shots in the feet, and he's either going to submit him or knock him out. I think Zachary Reese is going to knock him out early. Obviously, the UFC is setting him up here. He's, fighting out of Texas. This is a good spot for Zachary Reese. I got Zachary Reese knocking him out pretty early in this fight. Like I mentioned, I think he's a better striker. I think that he's so much bigger than Cody Brundage. I think he's, honestly the better grappler too. I just don't know how Cody Brundage wins this fight. So I got Zachary Reese all day here, and I think he's going to smoke the fade in Cody Brundage. And I'm very excited to see how this guy looks in the UFC, man, because they're going to build him up for sure. But I'm telling you guys, Reese is, ever since I bet on him on Contender Series against that Eli guy, I mean, even if you watch the tape before that, the only thing is he hasn't fought the best competition, but keep building him up. I think this guy's going to be a good prospect in the UFC. So Zachary Reese, I'm going to go with the first round KO. No, I don't even watch basketball, man. I don't even know who Josh Giddey is. Next fight, we got Miesha Tate, Julia Avila. I like Julia Avila here. I know that she wasn't really looking the best in shape after she had her kid, but I mean, she looks in good shape now. And I know both these girls are kind of washed up and all that stuff, but I mean, Avila is just so much better on the feet. And I know Miesha has the better wrestling, but Julia is a black belt and has good jiu-jitsu, and I think she has a good get-up game, good enough to win this fight. But on the feet, Julia's a ferocious, man. Like, she has good striking, dude, and good pressure. And, she tries to not, like, she's one of those chicks, man, that, like, has that sneaky power and shit. And, I like her here, man. I'm not betting it, but I'm going to go with Julia Avila. Main card, first fight, Guida. Wait, no, we got Puna Soriano versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I got Puna, but I'm not betting this fight. I mean, Puna has not been looking good lately, but I just don't know if Dustin Stoltzfus is UFC material, man. I mean, I got Puna, but I'm not confident. Next fight, Guida, Joaquim Silva. I mean, this could be a very close fight as well. I'm not really confident in this pick, but I'm going to pick Joaquim Silva to win. But I mean, Guida could 100% win this fight, but I'm not confident in betting or picking Silva. So, I mean, Guida. So I got Silva. Next fight, we got my final bet of the night. We got Kelvin Gastelum versus Sean Brady. I got 3 units on Kelvin, a plus 150. I'm very confident in Kelvin here, man. I like him a lot. I mean, I think that Brady has to get takedowns and hold him down, but we've seen Kelvin's get-up game is really good. And the only worry I had in this fight was him missing weight, but he made weight. He looked good. And, I mean, I like Belal Muhammad. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's a big money train for me. But Belal doesn't really have that power, man. Belal's going out there and knocking him out, man. I think Kelvin's going to do it even earlier. I mean, I think there's no standing TKO. I think Kelvin's going to knock him out, like, brutally here, man. I mean, we saw the Chiesa fight. Chiesa rocked him a little bit in that third round. We saw Belal knock him out. I think Kelvin's boxing is really good, and I thought one of Kelvin's best performances was against Chris Curtis last fight. I think Kelvin's striking just so high in this fight. It's like so much better than Sean Brady's striking, dude. Levels above, in my opinion. Kelvin's going to be the faster guy. Kelvin's cardio is really good. Like, Sean's only advantage in this fight, like I mentioned, is the wrestling. And it's going to be hard for him to go out there and keep Kelvin down on the ground, man. So I like Kelvin's boxing. I like the pressure. I like the cardio. I'm happy that he's back at 170, and I think this is a very good fight for him to win. So I'm going to go with Kelvin Gastelum, not giving Sean Brady any room to breathe. If you watch the tape on Sean Brady, he doesn't do good with pressure fighters. Belal was pressuring him the whole fucking fight, guys. And Kelvin's so durable, man. I don't think anything Brady, throws is going to overwhelm or hurt Kelvin. And I think Kelvin's just going to keep on backing him up. And one big stat that I saw in this fight, besides that Brady doesn't do good with pressure fighters, is so Brady lands 4.17, where you got Kelvin lands 3.63. So he lands a little more, but I mean, Brady absorbs 3.86, and you got Kelvin absorbs 3.31. So Brady absorbs way more, and he gets hit a lot, man. I mean, Belal was boxing him up pretty bad, and he broke him. I think Kelvin's going to do the same thing, but I think Kelvin's going to knock him out stiff. I got Kelvin Gastelum by a KO. Let's get it. Next fight, we got Rob Font versus Davison Figueiredo. Man, this is a good fight, man. I'm not confident. I'm very intrigued in this fight. From a pick, I'm going to pick the underdog here, Davison. I'm not going to bet it, though. I hope he wins. It's just Rob Font's boxing is really good. It's just he's kind of a fade in the division, man. I mean, Davison's grappling definitely is going to have the advantage in this fight. Just him going up, I'm really curious to see how he's going to look. I do think that he can win this fight. It's just I'm not confident in betting it. I want to sit back and watch this fight. So from a pick, I'll go with Davison, and we'll just sit back. Next fight, we got Jalen Turner versus Bobby Green. This is another fight, man, that I've had a tough time with. I don't want to have anything on this fight from a betting perspective. I want to sit back and watch it. This fight's going to go two ways. It's going to go Jalen Turner either knocks him out early, or Bobby Green's going to finish him later, win a decision. And both those are, in my opinion, the only routes I think it's going. I mean, Jalen Turner looked terrible on the scales. He made weight. He took this fight on short notice, and I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been a James Turner guy for a long time, and losing to Dan Hooker was a huge red flag. I'm surprised that happened. Both these guys are friends too. Green definitely has the cardio in this fight. Grappling wise, he has the grappling. Striking, I think Jalen's better, definitely more power. But like I said, the longer the fight goes, I think Green's gonna have the advantage. But from a pick, I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner, man. I think that he's gonna catch Bobby Green either in the first or maybe early second. But if he doesn't, he's gonna lose. I'm not confident in this pick at all. But for a pick, we'll go Jalen Turner. Main event: Beneil Dariush, Arman Tsarukyan. There's another one, man, where it's a very tough pick. I've been going back and forth on who I want to pick. Personally, I line this fight at pick 'em. I probably put like maybe Arman like minus 140 ish. I'm gonna pick Arman. I think he's the better fighter. I think that he's the better grappler. I think it's just such a close fight, man. I just think he's the better fighter right now, man. And I think he's gonna win, but I'm not confident. I'm not betting this fight. Give me Arman Tsarukyan with a dub. So for picks, we got Arman Tsarukyan. I'm going to go with Arman Tsarukyan, Jalen Turner, Davison, Kelvin, Joaquin Silva, and Puna Soriano. And then we got Avila, Reese, Klose, Bellato, Turman, and Horth. And then my two bets, we got Zachary Reese since Costa pulled out. And then we got Kelvin Gastelum. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. I can't wait for the fights tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. I'll look up Josh Giddey right now, and we'll see what's up with that stash. Thanks for tuning in. Touch. Later, guys.